What's going on, you guys? Laxo again here. And today, I will be covering the second character in our series here. Going over all the characters by release. Today, Mr. Genryūsai Yamamoto makes his appearance. And I must say, he is quite good. But first, before I go over that, let's actually check this out right here. I'm not sure if you guys are as excited as I am, but I am ecstatic. Just a couple hours away. Here we are. Bleach is coming back. It's about darn time. It is on the EX stage Jump Festa. Bleach, look at that. Headliner. Boom. So excited. And the best part, it's only a couple hours away. Actually, here, I will pull up, there should be a schedule right around here. Actually, I think it was here. There's a schedule. In case anybody's curious about time zones, this and that. Right here, we have USA, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Brazil, 5 to 6 a.m. Russia, 12 to 1 p.m. Indonesia, 4 p.m. Australia, 7 to 8. Mexico, 2 to 3. Philippines, 5. Thailand, 4. And I think that's pretty much the big ones. Oh, Germany, 10 a.m. Malaysia, 5 p.m. Russia, 12 to 1. I think I said that. But yeah, in case you guys are curious, it's happening today. Matter of fact, again, it's happening in like 3 or 4 hours. I'm super stoked, super excited. There is so much I want to see in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I think they're going to be showing a trailer. Yeah, Bleach anime trailer release for 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I'm super excited. There's so many things I want to see in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I want to see a bunch of character interactions first, you know, like Byakuya with Renji, Rukia. I want to see more character. I want to see more character build up with Ichigo and his Zanpakuto. I want to see so many fights. I think the Stern Ritter fights are going to be amazing. Can't wait for those. Yeah, I'm super excited. Matter of fact, you guys hit me up in the comment section. Let me know, what fights are you guys excited for? Yeah. Oh, another thing I'm excited for. Bankai reveals. I am so happy. I'm so stoked for quite a few of them. Especially Yamamoto. I think his Bankai reveal is going to be absolutely insane. I wonder how they're going to animate it. It's going to be awesome. Anyways, you guys, I'm not going to drag on any longer. Speaking of which, if you guys haven't already subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button down there. I'd appreciate it. Help me get to about 500 subs. That's my goal. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into this here. You know, since I'm on the topic of Yamamoto here, I might as well just give him a quick grade on his skills here. So, here we have his... You know, I'm just going to go over his rage here. So, we have Hado number 96. Itokazo. You know, I actually remember this. This is what he used against Aizen. When Aizen was trying to get the killing blow on Yamamoto, he used this to get Aizen off of him, which is pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool. I was kind of hoping that they'd do something else with his rage, because I didn't feel like that was worth his rage skill, but then again, it kind of did play in with his character pretty well. But since it's early on, I was thinking maybe they should go with something. Maybe they should go with something like the fight with Shunsui and Ukitake. Maybe they should have went with, you know, a rage skill from something that he did on that fight. But yeah, it was nonetheless Itokazo. I mean, it's a great rage skill. But I just kind of feel like they could have done some more. Burning Circle, that's just his passive. Yeah, I could see what they were going with, because I guess they couldn't actually do his Bankai because I'm sure they would have to pay for rights to use all that, which I'm sure actually we will be getting a Yamamoto version 2, you know, when we finally make it to the 1,000 Year Blood War arc in the character development in this game, which I'm going to be super stoked for as well. I want to see how they animate that rage skill. But nonetheless, on that topic, I'd probably give it, you know, I'd give it an A. Yeah, probably an A, an A minus, because for the first rage skill in the game, for the first like UR rage skills in this game, they didn't really do too much, but they really dig deep with Yamamoto. So, you know what? I'm just gonna give it a flat A. They actually did pretty well. But nonetheless, let's actually get into the character here. So, here we go with the Mastery skill. Deals damage to a single enemy and has a 20% chance to stun the target for 1 round. Deals 60% additional damage to defense specialty characters. So, I don't know if I have to explain this, but the reason why it's so good besides the stun, I mean, 20% chance isn't that great. You can get that up to probably 30% chance with a good Warsoul on him. But the reason why that's actually not bad is because it's 60% extra damage to defense specialty characters. And, of course, he is a skill specialty. So he gets that additional 10%. So it's actually quite a bit of damage. But, yeah, it's not bad. Honestly, it could have been better. Maybe cause burn to the enemy. Give him a stack of burn or 2 stacks of burn. That would be pretty good. Alright, his rage here. Alright, his rage. Hado number 96. Deals damage to all enemies. Burns the targets for 2 rounds. Has a 30% chance of reducing each target's rage by 300. And a 15% chance to stun on all targets. That is actually huge. Honestly, probably one of the best rage skills in the game, just based on controlling and I guess CC and dots. That this by far is the best rage skill in the game. It burns the entire team, which, by the way, let's check out burn. At the end of each round, receives damage equal to 5% of its max HP. Huge. I know it doesn't say 5, but it's actually 5. So 5% of its HP at the end of every round. That's actually pretty good. And you can get multiple stacks of burn off. Actually, we'll go over that later. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. On top of that, 30% chance of reducing each target's rage by 300 and a 15% chance to stun on top of that. So yeah, I don't really have to say why it's good, especially since rage control is how you win games. You can win somebody that has 20-30% more attack power than you just because you control their rage. If you can control their rage, you control the battle. Don't forget that. Rage reduction is key, especially when it's team-wide. Anyways, and of course, stun is also even better, because if you can get a rage reduction and a stun off, the next turn, when it's their turn and they go to attack, they can't attack, which means they can't get their rage back. So it's a full round. It's a full round that you have to get your rage back because you're attacking, and on top of that, they can't get any rage. And you're bleeding them for 5% of their HP with the burn. Huge. Great rage skill. Nothing but good things to say about that. Alright, it's passive here. When being attacked, there is a chance to cause the burn effect for 1 round. While Yamamoto is on the field, he increases the effect accuracy of all skill specialty characters by 5%. That's great. I mean, I'm assuming that also means increase the effect of all allied skill specialty characters. Okay, so maybe it doesn't include himself. But nonetheless, I mean, 5% is actually not bad, and you could probably pair that up with, let's see here, early on, Who do we have early on in the game that has... Mayuri, he has some pretty good CC. Is Urahara? I think he's... Oh no, he is skill specialty. Urahara is not bad. So there are a couple characters that have some CC early game that actually could pair up with that pretty well. So, yeah, that's not bad. And of course, burn when being attacked is pretty good. As we see right here, burn damage 5% of max HP. So, yeah, that's actually not bad. Not game breaking by any means. I think just having his weapon is the key part. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and hop over to his bonds here. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at his Warsouls before we get into the bonds. So his heroic Warsoul here increases effect accuracy by 3% for all characters. That's all characters you own, period. Huge. And let's go ahead and take a look at his talent here. In Battle Arena and Kenpachi contests, crit strength, block chance of all characters are increased by 0.8%, capping out at 2.4%. That's pretty good, especially because those were both the major PvP things. Besides the World Championship early on, you can't really be expecting to compete in the World Championship. So, Battle Arena, Kenpachi contest, great. If you're trying to compete early game, definitely. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out his Warsouls here. Actually, let's go to bonds, then the Warsouls. So the bonds. Over here, as you can see, we have 2 attack bonds over here and 2 attack bonds over here. So that means we have the 4-to-2 ratio, attack on the high and HP on the low, which is pretty good, especially if you're trying to use Yamamoto as a attacker. I don't suggest it, but, you know, he's actually pretty good. Again, he doesn't have the greatest attack, but he's a fantastic character. So, over here we have 2 attack on the character bond side, which is the important one. And I do like having attack over here on the clothes. Very good place to have attack. We have the Hakudo Tome, Seer of Flame. Unfortunately, the exploitation over here, you won't be getting till really, really later on. So you can't really be thinking about getting that, especially if you're on the early server and you're just getting him. Yeah, you're definitely not going to get that bond for a long, long time, unfortunately. But nonetheless, that's that. Let's go ahead and check out his Warsouls now. So for Warsouls, I like to hold on to the Warsoul of Shattering here. As you can see, increase attack and defense. That's not the important part. The important part is effect accuracy by up to 25% and effect strength by up to 25%. Both are huge. You want to get that effect accuracy as high as possible, especially on a character like Yamamoto, where he just has so much control over the entire battlefield. Great Warsoul. Honestly, the best Warsoul on Yamamoto. Hands down, Shattering. Want to get that, and you want to get that skill specialty on there as well, because it'll give them that extra 25% effectiveness. So, once again, Warsoul Shattering, definitely want that on there. And, of course, the other Warsouls I like here are, there's actually 2 good ones. There's Warsoul of Evil. As you can see, it increases his HP, which is good because, you know, reduce the enemy's HP with burn. So that's pretty good. And the good part here is Rage Skill has a 15% chance to stun the target and deal 300 plus 75% extra damage last one round. So you have 2 instances now of chance to stun. So that just doubles down on stunning every single target on the battlefield. Huge, 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 huge. Definitely want to put the Warsoul of Evil on there, or we have another Warsoul. It is the Warsoul of Pacifism. So, once again, you get that extra HP, and of course, The Soul Bearer's rage skill has a 40 up to 50%. Actually, this is only 4 stars, so I think it's up to 60% chance to reduce the enemy's rage by 150. And you can double tap that, which means 450 rage reduction. That's almost half their entire rage gone, just like that. And if you can hit that on the entire party, that's half the entire enemy's rage gone. That is insane. That is some control right there on the battlefield. Don't overlook pacifism, and definitely don't overlook evil. However, there also is another pretty good Warsoul, Warsoul of Chaos. This is not bad either. You can drain their damage and their defense. Huge. Anyways, all right. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Let's go ahead and take a look at his stats that I am running here. So again, this is with the Warsouls that I have on him. Don't forget that. So effect accuracy I have sitting at about 40 or 6%. Effect strength, 34%. Both are actually pretty high. You can actually get somewhere up towards 50% effect accuracy on some characters, or even higher, which is super strong. Let's see here. Crit chance, 40.65. Crit strength, 9.5. Damage reduction, 24. Damage rate, 26. Effect reduction, 20%. What else we got? Block chance, 24. Crit resist, 35.5. So all those are actually pretty good numbers, but again, the key numbers you want to see is effect accuracy and effect strength. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into a battle right here real quick. Go ahead and kill the sound. I don't know, let's just grab 2 battles really quickly. Let's just do Dubro here, actually. So I did put him in the rage slot over here, as you can see, just so we can get a couple, so we can get some effects off. Skip through some battles really quickly. As you can see, we got 1 stun, and we got a bunch of rage reductions here. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. I see at least 3 times we got the rage reduction and that 1 stun. See, that's a great way to start off a battle. You can put that in the back of your lineup, reduce the rage on the back end of the enemy's lineup, and there you go. No rage attacks from any of them. All right, let's go ahead and hit Dr. Stone here. I'll go ahead and show a couple of these, and then I will make a couple closing statements. All right, let's take this in. So we have 1 stun. And I didn't see how many people got their rage reduced there, but it looks like there was 1, 2, 3. It looks like there could have been like 3 people that got the rage reduction there, so that's pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and hit 1 more here. I don't know, how about... Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, so there's look at that. What we got? 2 stuns? Alright, so we got 2 stuns there. I didn't see the other guy. And 1... I could see 1 rage reduction there. I wasn't sure about the other 2 that got hit, but up to 3 there and 2 stuns. So as you get, and again, you know, his damage is not great. I definitely don't use him for damage. But he is super strong, super crazy control. Yeah. Let's see here. So now going into the final category here, I am going to go over, I'm going to give him grades. So once again, as far as skills go, mixing in with the cannon, you know, I actually do like it. Again, I gave it an A, so quite nice. And going on to, let's just do 6v6. So 6v6, you know, again, he came out really early, and he's never lost his touch. He's still a monster in 6v6, all the way down, all the way through the line. Absolute monster. I can't say it enough. Just so much control. He has dots. Insane. I really like him. I'm going to stick with... I'm going to still stick with S tier on Yamamoto 6v6 just because he has so much control in the battlefield. And again, you control the opponent's rage. You control the flow of battle. Don't forget that. So, I'm going to give him an S on 6v6. S tier, God tier. Amazing. 1v1, however, that's a problem. Yes, he does have Burning Circle, where if he gets attacked, he does cause a burn, but the problem is he just doesn't survive. He doesn't survive. He takes 1-2 hits. If he can get past, the first round, then good. But, his rage isn't going to do too much in 1v1s. And then an attack specialty character comes at him, he's just dead to rights. So, as far as 1v1 goes, I'm going to put him in the B category. I think that he could get pushed to the A category if his Awakened Runes... If you have his Awakened Runes, speaking of Awakened Runes, let's actually take a look at his Awakened Rune here. Alright, here we are at Yamamoto here. So, his Awakened Runes. Attacks that critically hit the target with 1 stack of burn for 1... Okay, so you hit a target, you crit it, it gets a stack of burn. Pretty good. If you want to build him damage, you can put crit on him, and he's going to get a bunch of burns off. Could be pretty good. He rages, he crits, he gets a burn. Plus, on top of that, another stack of burn, then he does his regular attack. That's 3 stacks of burn in 1 round. That's pretty good. Alright, his Awakened Rune second skill, which requires 6 Awakened Runes here. Strongest fire type. At the beginning of odd-numbered rounds, inflict 1 stack of burn on all enemies for 1 round. That's 1 free stack out of the gate because you're in round 1. That's an odd number. And then the next would be round 3. I'm not sure about that. Is he going to last till round 3 is the question. That is the question. Yeah. So, if you can get him, this passive right here, he could actually be pretty good. And I'd probably bump him up to A tier. But he's definitely not S tier in 1v1. Absolutely not. So he gets dropped to B tier in 1v1. Anyways, you guys, that is my take on Yamamoto. I like him. I like him on early game. If you're trying to push the leaderboards, I guess, if you're trying to really compete early on, Yamamoto is the man. He will always get you through everything. Extreme Challenge, he is God tier. He is a must on all your teams in Extreme Challenge. He got me through probably the first 300 or 400 floors in Extreme Challenge, by himself. He's insanely strong. So, yeah. Especially early on, very, very good. Anyways, you guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. My next video coming out is covering UR Toshido because, well, he's next on the list. Also, on top of that, I will be probably making a video about my thoughts going over Jump Festa. Or Jump Festa, which should be, again, here in a couple hours. So, I'm super excited for that. And on top of that, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you're looking forward to. Any question, comments, concerns you have. And if you guys haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.